Hi, I'm Dixie Agostino, and this is our Step Up Your Hiring Game video series. What I wanted to do is kind of condense and distill down our experiences in hiring for over hundreds of companies into a quick 5-part series. I've made hiring mistakes too, and they're so exhausting and painful. But on the flip side, when you have the right person in the right place, it's just like the whole machine hums. And really what we're trying to accomplish is summarized best by Jim Collins from Good to Great. And he says something along the lines of, I'm not saying this verbatim, but if I were running a company today, my number one priority would be to keep and retain the top talent, because that is the biggest constraint on my business. So yeah, let's get to it. Now it feels like hiring is harder, and that's because it actually is. Our positions are more challenging to fill, the skill sets needed are more hard to find, and the combination of them are even more challenging. So when we put up a job posting, we're really only reaching a certain segment of the population. 1 in 4, 1 in 5 people are actively disengaged at any given company at any given time. In fact, Gallup says that number is closer to 33% of people on a daily basis are disengaged and unhappy in their position. So those people, that segment of the population in the labor pool, can be reached through job postings. But then what happens to the other folks? How do you get in touch with people who are currently head down, high performers doing really great work at their current company? It's a common practice to go ahead and promote someone who, hey, you do great at job A, you should supervise job A, without realizing it's a completely different set of skills. And if we promote someone into that range without offering them the support, the training, and the mentorship underneath them, it can honestly take apart an entire department. So hiring is not only harder today, it's expensive, and hiring the wrong person is incredibly expensive. In fact, it's not just money, it's money, it's time, it's emotional energy, it's the feeling when, as a manager, you don't want to come in to deal with whatever's going on within your group, as opposed to when everything is just functioning like a smooth machine. The Department of Labor says any mishired employee, regardless of level of position, is going to cost you a minimum of 30% of their total compensation for the year if they're the wrong employee. And I would say, and Jeff Smart agrees, Jeff Smart's considered the world's foremost authority in hiring. He says your cost of mishire is going to be in between 8 and up to 20 times annual salary for the wrong employee. And 80% of turnover in itself is caused by putting the wrong person in the wrong position. So not only do we have this challenge of fitting people into the right place, the right person into the right place, but we also have a shortage of labor. And Time Magazine said that 26 million workers are going to be short in our labor in our labor pool by 2030. So we've got quite a few challenges. This is due to the baby boomers retiring. This is actually due to a shortage of technical skills being trained and raised up. So yeah, competition is tough. Every minute you spend making sure you have the right person in the right place saves you weeks of time later on. So in the next 4 videos, we're really going to be drilling down into the nuts and bolts of how to get this done, so you can get the dollars, cents, results, and improvements that you want to see in your company. We're going to be taking the time to we're going to be taking the time to specifically define exactly what you need in your role, and then how to break down how to find that person, how to get them to come on board, and then how to take care of them later on. So thank you for taking the time to follow us. You can find more about us at switchgearrecruiting.com, and we'll see you in the next video.